Welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, for round number 5 of the FARC Lowe Series West. I'm Charlie Gearhart, Director of Intervention for the FARC Lowe Series, and as always, I am joined by the Tesoro Peanut Gallery. How's everyone doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Feeling
I
good.
recorded a lot today. Need more days like today.
Feeling good and ready for some racing.
Somehow I have a pulse.
I wish I had a pulse. It was nice to
Yeah.
have a pulse. Oh well.
Overrated.
Got it with Cooper on this one.
We've got our first 2 Speedway races of the season on deck for this weekend, starting with today's FARC West Series event. 40 cars are on hand, and qualifying is underway right now. Who do we have for the pole?
Looking at the entry list, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if one of the Sergio Power-owned cars.
Yeah, they're hard to bet against.
Ali Riggs is also another sleeper pick I have in mind.
Yeah, the Power Surge America cars have had a great start. Kurt Pliskin, of course, just picked up his first 2 National Series victories at the Sayre Speedway a few nights ago. He did get slapped with a 25-point penalty afterwards. The team will be appealing that ahead of Talladega. We'll do a special Room of Doom roll for the appeal before we get that race underway. But right now it is Jack Dempsey for Accelerator Motorsports on the pole by a 1/10.5 over Logan Snyder, driving for Cottenham Racing Development. Jim Kidd and Joshua Pacer making up row 2, and Bigsby Foote rounding out the top 5. But you see in 7th place a very strong 7th place run for Vitaly Solikov. If you don't know that name, he is the car owner at Red, White, Blue Autosport, which currently fields the 82 car of Sergei Yakovsky full-time. He is also the owner of the Texas Motor Speedway. So way back in 2019, he made one of his sporadic FARC starts here. He happened to finish in 5th. He felt pretty good about that result. But then when the pandemic hit in 2020, he made a bid to buy the Texas Motor Speedway. So emboldened by his 5th place finish, he said, he effectively said, "I like track, I buy track." So he did. And he is back again to give it another go, to maybe improve that result. I'd say he's got a pretty good shot at that with a 7th place qualifying run. His primary driver, Sergei Yakovsky, not faring so well, all the way back in 24th. Alright, qualifying is wrapped up. Jack Dempsey officially on the pole.
Drivers, start your
So
engines.
let's get things underway. 84 laps on deck, 125 miles. Some other noteworthy notables in this field. Roberto Crown Jr., who's been running in the ACC ranks the past couple of years, has come over to run full-time in the FARC West Series with his family team, the number 27. Ahead of him, Andros Baumgartner, who stepped into the Zero for Farley Enterprises, is running a third car for them today as he makes his, I believe, oval debut, and the green flag is out.
Start by Dempsey.
And also, hello to the YouTube chat. Hello, Greg, owner, the player behind cars 43 and the 42 of MJ Bakerman here today.
One driver I did notice up there, Gio Arias had a pretty good qualifying run, and he's doing pretty well so far. Former Series champion.
Oh, we got a, looks like we got a yellow coming to the end of lap number 2. But yes, Gio Arias off to a good start. And right behind him, that's Kayla Shaw driving for the little guys as part of the Launch Energy sponsorship blitz they've put forth this season. Smoke on the backstretch. We shall investigate that in a moment. But right now, Logan Snyder leads the way. Jim Kidd up to second, and Jack Dempsey shuffled back to third. Give me a moment. I accidentally deleted the game instance from my stream setup, and I've noticed some things I ought to fix. Very professional operation we have here. There we go. So it looks like Nathan Scott may have been involved in that. In the 59 for Cruise Control Racing. He's got a bit of damage on that front end. His teammate, Marco Garcia, has also got some damage on the right side.
And I want to say Elmer Farley might have been involved in that as well.
Zero looks pretty clean. I think he's just slow.
As per usual.
Let's take a look at what happened to the teammates.
We may have a bit of a team kill.
59.
Oh, hell yeah.
Roberto Crown got a piece. Yeah, they probably set that 59 car up a little bit too tight.
Either that, or he got a little bit ambitious, racing his teammate for last.
The all-important position of 37, or wherever they were running.
All cars are still running, and running on the lead lap, so no lucky dog. needed on this caution. Probably goes without saying, as we got it at the end of lap 2. How is our points leader, Zachary Zins, faring? He's running 28th. Zachary Zins has been a little bit inconsistent to start the season. He had that perfect run sweeping both of his races at San Antonio. And had issues at LA and ABQ Speed Bowl. Had a but followed that up with a second place run at Provo. But he's under pressure from Allie Riggs, who originally was not scheduled to run full-time this season, but her strong start has gotten her and the folks at Impulse Racing to change their minds and do what they can to get that 19 car on the track every week. Going back green, next time by, it'll be lap 6. Sergei Yakovsky competing with his boss on the track has not exactly improved from his starting position. He's got Tex Gwaltney in front of him, the full-time driver for the little guys. His teammate, Kayla Shaw, faring much better. So I guess Gwaltney and Yakovsky can commiserate in the joy of their part-time teammates outshining them today. Yes, Greg, the Cottenham cars do look very corny. I'm quite pleased with how these turned out.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
Another driver wouldn't count out be a front runner is Texas native and hometown hero Jim Kidd. He is for Waco.
That's I think other side of the state, but yeah.
I would say one of the home state favorites.
Yeah, home state favorites, definitely. Waco, South Texas, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh, I say from Allie Riggs.
Jack Dempsey, I don't think, is very happy about sliding back. He wants to change that.
He's going for second.
No, I'm stupid. No, I'm stupid. Waco's closer to Dallas than it is to San Antonio. Okay.
Kayla Shaw's making up some ground, but she was all over the place in opening practice, despite the speed that she showed.
So Jim Kidd would most likely have a pretty good home following here.
Yep, and it's been around a long time. He's had quite a bit of time to build up that following.
Yeah, hard to know if it's a home race for him or not sometimes because of how extensive his fan base is.
Oh, there's a huge wreck in the O'Reilly race. Quaffle's upside down.
I forgot that was on.
Yeah, Quaffle's upside down in the backstretch.
I'm sorry, what?
What are the things going on?
Yeah.
Oh, this is FARC stream. I'm gonna focus on FARC.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Just...
Well, I'm not updating you on the Bush race.
Yeah, you just saw Kayla Shaw back off. Yeah, in practice she was having a lot of trouble with turns 1 and 2, which is very wide but a little bit flatter than 3 and 4 since the reconfiguration. Ooh, yeah, you see it right there. Getting a little personal with Joshua Pacer. We've also got Corey Walker sneaking into the picture in the 39 car for Walker Texas Racing. He is the young son of two-time champion Kurt Walker. Oh, hello, Elmer Farley.
I was wondering why the bottom line was going so quickly by.
Oh, hello, Elmer Farley is usually a pretty good reason for that.
Elmer Farley
5.
just put down a, his fastest lap is a 35.328, and you see Chris Johans has the fastest lap of the race at 32.36. Everything's bigger in Texas, including the speed disparity.
Can't argue with that. They are 3 and 4 wide behind the leader for second on back.
Corey Walker's had a very promising start to his young FARC career. He finished second to Bigsby Foote at LA, almost won the race. But Foote held him off, had a good clean run at ABQ, and now here he is in his first Speedway race, up to second place behind Jack Dempsey. Here is Dalwy Gerbert going a lap down, showing up in the Max Racing 3 car. Another Texas native. He is from Silsbee. Here's Ray Diaz in the Pie car. Full Circle Solutions on board that SAR. Another Texas native.
Had some there's a lot of mixed bag as to how much home support Texans get. Connor Friel, of course, also, although he's not in the race, has not been known for having a lot of home support here, wherever he's raced in the States. So
Bobby Dwyer and Marco Garcia, after that first wreck, battling for 34th rather. Logan Snyder goes by Alley Riggs to retake the lead. Joshua Pacer and Chris Johans rounding out the top 5 right now. Elmer Farley going a second lap down. It's not even lap 20. Four wide for a brief moment as Corey Walker and company get by the 27 of Roberto Crown Jr. Oh, we've missed Sergei Akovsky going out of the race with gearbox issues. He will finish last and is relegated to watching his boss, Vitaly Solikov, pick up the pieces.
That, especially when you got your boss outperforming you in this race and your gearbox goes, that's gotta hurt your morale a bit.
Vitaly Solikov, racing is not his primary business, but he's no stranger to getting behind the wheel. He's run sports cars on occasion. He's also put a lot of time into preparing for this race in race sim.
I would say that I'd say that it might not be his primary business, but you wouldn't know that from talking to him. He definitely is taking it seriously.
Coming from the guy who also promoted 2 FARC races in Russia with his own money.
That is true.
Yeah, with
the
the popularity of a lot of Russian stars, because Kuznetsov and Master Cup and Yelena Sova as well, has helped really caught on to that and really helped to bring Russian talent in.
And boy, did they bring it, and I would have say, hey, you can race too.
Especially noting that it's the barrier to entry is a lot lowered, even though it is a lot further away. Helping a lot with with some of the TM Europe races as well. Some of which in one of their classes may have started to allow old FARC cars to show up. So there's been a boon in secondary market for a lot of these teams too.
Hell yeah.
That's nice.
The FARC domination will continue until morale improves.
It's already trending upwards.
Well, it must improve more.
So, I just want to take a note of where Noah Dallas is in this race, right? He's
Where is Noah Dallas? He is 17th.
He's holding his own. Not doing too bad of a job ahead of the 0-3.
Isabel Zabel running 18th for Truman Ellison Racing. Her car owner is not in attendance here at Texas. He is at Talladega, getting ready to go in the in his number 50 entry. Talladega, a very special place for Truman Ellison. Oh, we got
trouble in turn 1 and 2.
A little bit of devastation. That's Austin Thatcher and the 80 of Miranda Jones stricken up in turn number 1.
That's caution number 2.
That was a pretty decent green flag run we just had. Even if we saw a couple moments that could have ended it.
I want to say the one out of the 1 car or the 75 gets the lucky dog or the free pass.
It is the 75 of Sky Savage, making his first starts in San Antonio. And we got pit stops. I thought I saw Allie Riggs skipping the pit lane, but no, that is Rick Forrest. Very similarly colored car. I see Elmer Farley going... Oh! What has happened to Jack Dempsey? He really overslid his pits. That's not gonna be good for him. He's stalled that car out. They can't get it refired.
Brake issue?
Must be.
Meanwhile, it's the Impulse Racing teammates of Deb Klinger and Chris Johans. First ones out of the pits. Yes, brake issues reported on the 43 car.
That's so weird.
As the lapped cars make their pit stops, let's take a look at what has brought us under this caution once again. I see Miranda Jones. Oh, Austin Thatcher ran up on the zero of Elmer Farley.
And just ran into the back of him. How much time? Elmer Farley's not exactly an obstacle that takes a long time for you to see. Not exactly hiding or swerving around.
Hiding in plain sight is poor.
Yeah. He's almost
Why?
He's almost stationary.
Why?
Holding his own line, doing next to nothing.
Yeah, he just got run over.
Elmer Farley says a lot of things that some people might say warrant this kind of treatment, but you know, I don't see what he did wrong here.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is the guy by the 13 said, "You're too slow, old man," and freaking decided to field a favor.
Zeroed it. No, even then, Farley's staying out of his way. This is the kind of racing he likes.
And Farley's gonna keep going. Austin Thatcher just sacrificed himself and Miranda Jones for nothing.
That's insanity.
Austin Thatcher already rode off one car at LA. Had to get some help from Max Racing for his following event. Right now we got one to go. It is Deb Klinger up front. Chris Johans, our Impulse Racing teammate and car owner, in second. Logan Snyder third. Joshua Pacer fourth. Cottenham teammates running together. Bigsby Foote in fifth. Ali Riggs sixth. Ray Diaz up to seventh. Tex Gwaltney up to eighth with a very quick pit stop. Rich Roy ninth, and Corey Walker rounding out your top 10.
Had quite the start.
Jack Dempsey is coming back out onto the track. He is still scored on the lead lap. Or maybe one lap down at this point. Green flag back in the air. Not a good start for Deb Klinger. She's getting swamped.
And Bigsby Foote got a good restart. He's going to go for the lead coming down off of turn 2 here.
It didn't time the restart right, and you can see how much time that's already cost her.
LA winner Bigsby Foote looking for the lead, but here it
we're
comes
3 wide.
Joshua Pacer.
3 wide, everyone keeping up well behaved.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed something.
Oh,
Basically.
Oh, we got
Oh,
couple
what?
cars on.
this might
wasn't what I
hurt a
noticed.
lot. No, it won't. Oh,
We're not
not
yet.
done.
Oh, poor wide.
We
Or-
yeah, we might be done. I think we're good.
That was sketchy.
Yikes.
Yeah. Elmer Farley asking on his radio, asking, "Is that idiot blind?" And then immediately I accused him of being a part of several different terrorist organizations.
Nice save there by Rich Roy, because I saw him for a second. He was going to head straight down. That turned down pit road.
Got together with Corey Walker, and he and Jim Kidd just go skating through that infield grass.
They all tried their hardest for that not to happen. Once they realized it was going to.
They all wrecked and nobody told them.
Yeah, they all wrecked and somehow got away with it.
And we got a dog fight. Second.
Needless to say, that was a bit ill-advised.
It is Joshua Pacer at the front of the field now. In his full-time return to FARC competition. That is a gaggle of cars trying to chase him down. Kerry Fenton coming up to second place. Ooh, big move from Vitaly Solikov.
I wouldn't count on Solikov being a threat to win this race. This is one of his, as we said, the track with his best career finish. For someone who doesn't drive a lot. And most
He also owns the place, so needless to say, if anyone's going to get an extra test day, he doesn't exactly need to jump through many hoops to make it happen.
True.
Definitely.
Because I just dropped in. Where is the... Oh.
Hello, Gabe. She is in 18th.
Dear God in heaven.
That is 3 wide for the lead, coming up on the 59.
And it's 4 wide behind them. It's going to be real sketch.
Oh, God. She coming off of 4. Y'all made it.
Yep. They made it.
Oh, and there's Elmer Farley again.
Just reminding everyone
Oh,
that's around.
Oh, we are
Oh.
wrecking hard.
Oh, there we go.
That's a track
That's
blocker.
an accident.
No, that's
We're stacking them up.
2.
Yeah, we eventually.
Oh,
found out
that's
what brakes
Jack
were.
Dempsey out. And
Or I did I speak too
Uh,
soon. I might have spoke too soon.
and
Solokov's
Or
out.
there's
yep, track owner got a big piece of it.
Lucas Calhoun
This was a
59.
This was a small crash. We could have wrecked more. It's fine.
Jim Kidd
Yeah.
also involved. Several cars with heavy damage.
That's gonna. One of the home state heroes out.
Elmer Farley. Well,
Texas
I guess
crew.
he's gonna be out of the way now. Unless they get that 0 car back out there.
Wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know how, but
Oh,
Corey
is
Walker.
Also done.
yep. That car's better days.
That
One of the
wreck
Texas
was
people.
not very kind to the Texas natives. Joshua Pacer also with heavy damage. Kerry Fenton, damage on the back end. And in all that, Noah Dallitz got up to second.
Wreck had a whole lot of fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
see
take a
what
look.
happened there, because I need to laugh at Tommy Gerber.
I guarantee.
Oh.
Oh,
5 of the wall.
Harrington and Gerber.
Champion of Legionnaire's disease, everyone.
Yeah.
Couple of lap cars getting into it.
I
and
love back markers.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tex
Parker
Gwaltney
fun.
missed it.
That was 2 R's graduates in there. That was Dolly Gerber and Penn Harrington.
couple of lap cars running over each other. Actually, wait.
They
Gerber
were
ran-
racing for position.
It looked like Harrington got shoved into the wall by Gerbert, and Harrington went back at the 3.
This is like a passionate backmarker battle.
Oh,
There's.
yeah,
I don't know if
Gerber
there was
pulled-
anything more to that. I think that's just.
I think that was intention. I think that was
Three
payback by
car-
Harrington.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah, Chris Gerber
There's.
ran him up into the wall.
3 car is mad about something, and the whole field had to pay for it.
Oh,
It's a funny fucking accident.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Welcome
I'd
to
imagine-
FARC.
If Elmer Farley's out of the race, if I'm Gerbert, I'm leaving the track as soon as I can because Farley will chase you down over state lines.
So yeah,
I'll be right back.
Dolly wanted to talk to Penn about Legionnaire's disease. Penn said, "Absolutely not. I'm gonna fucking wreck you."
No, I love the idea of chasing him across state lines. No, she's just gonna get a tire market and hit him in the next one.
Oh no, that's if you get a head start. If you get a head start on him, he will chase over state lines.
Not. Hear me out. Fart is just gonna wait for him at the door of the infield care center with a tire iron. As soon as he's past him, just like a fucking Looney Tunes, just BAM in the back of the head with a tire iron.
Farley's he's a little too old school for a tire iron. He's more the kind to go for a shovel.
Fair.
Facts.
Physical aggression, still physical aggression, and I
Yeah, so
violence.
I'm clarifying just the weapon of choice here is going to be a little different.
Well, 3 got a piece of that.
Which is normal. Violence isn't the answer. Violence is a question. The answer is always.
Yeah, that's Elmer Farley is also the if you're gonna have I've some people in the garage that say have mentioned if they'd want to have one guy fight for him and they don't really care if he wins or not, it'd most likely be Farley. It'd be the answer you get.
My headphones just died. I neglected to check the charge before we got going, so we're gonna red flag this thing for a few moments, and I will charge them up. Anyone who's speaking, I cannot hear you.
The Bluetooth
Okay, we filled the
device
dead
is
air.
when
I'll be
you
back
say that.
shortly. Just
He'll see it later.
um,
While we're under
hold
red
the
to clean
fort.
up,
while I'm out.
while we're under red to
I
check
trust
for-
you guys are not saying anything that will get me banned.
Quick, say things so they'll get banned. No kidding.
Did you know in the
I am
United
gonna-
States it's actually illegal to say I'm going to?
I am going to say a slur.
I'll say Gabe could say that because Gabe's in Brazil. Also,
okay,
yeah, just Siege can edit this out later, but in Dallas, Mini is absolutely blowing them the fuck out of their own building, and that game is getting punchy.
Good FNG.
How-
There's
Wait,
fucking too
we're
much shit
already
going
in
on
the-
right now.
We're in the
Mhm.
playoffs already for NHL.
Yes.
Yeah, the
The best
The-
time of year, the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, there's too much shit going on. My highest kite. It's fucking overwhelming.
yeah, I've been just paying attention to what I can. The Bush race hasn't had a whole lot. They hadn't have a whole lot going on other than that. Other than Quapple having the least violent flip I think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, that's
Yeah,
weird.
and yeah, NHL playoffs after 2 periods, it is 4-1 Minnesota.
Lol.
Hell yeah. Fuck you, Dallas.
Dallas is not, the only Dallas is only the only thing Dallas has is just start fights right now.
Honestly, that is a very worthwhile strategy. If all else fails, just break their legs.
All else fails, beat 'em up.
Well, they're not. Dallas's one goal, like, yeah, okay, that was a pretty good one from Robo. It is Jason Robertson, but they mostly like they didn't get the goal just from starting fights. They're like starting shit, and they're not particularly good at it because Minnesota can match that pretty easy. It's also the Dallas Stars. It's also the Dallas Stars. So if there are any people you should not feel bad for, it would be the Dallas Stars.
I have no context.
Okay, to be fair, the same. It's also because the Blues missed the playoffs. So
good.
Yeah, fuck them. And I'll get to laugh at the fucking LA Kings later when Colorado inevitably just fucking blows them out of existence.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I just informed Rain of the incident between Delwig Gerward and Penn Harrington.
Mel, although you'll love what my one of my friends is a big time Sharks fan says about the Kings. She was just like she's like I I hate the LA Kings, but I love seeing them lose anyway. So she's actually happy the Kings made the playoffs just so she could see them lose.
Rain says about that accident with Penn Harrington, "Well done, my dingus."
Oh, that reminds me. During the first No Kings protest, one of my favorite signs I saw in LA was it was some guy holding up an LA Kings logo. It says "The only Kings we want here." I got a little laugh out of that. And yeah, of course, Carolina took care of Ottawa, but that game. It looks like Ottawa put up a fight though.
What the? Okay, so a guy that I was scrolling around, a guy figured out how to get grade F on Resident Evil 3, the original.
How?
I don't know. I don't know. Like game in general, just so.
I think that seems like something you have to be either like really bad at the game, like really really bad at the game, and die a whole bunch of times, save scum like a motherfucker, or
The red flag has been lifted away.
Yes, I am back. I can no longer hear the game audio, but I can hear all of you. And in just a few minutes, I got my headphones charged back up to 31%. These things charge quickly, fortunately enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can edit out everything under the red flag. Nothing cancelable, just a lot of just nothing.
Oh, Vitaly Solikov's back out on the track. I thought he was done. So I'm trying to find who our lucky dog is. I think it might be Rick Forrest. It is indeed the 60. Chris Johans was the first one out of the pits. I believe it was Bigsby Foot leading at the caution, but he is back to second place. Tex Gwaltney missed it. The first good thing that has happened to him in his FARC career, and his pit crew has got him up to third. Deb Klinger's got some damage. She is still running fourth. Logan Snyder is fifth. Noah Dalitz got all the way up to second at the caution, but he's back to sixth after pit stops. Allie Riggs is seventh. Joshua Pacer had the hood pulled off of that 20 car. He is eighth. Jesse Cruz Jr. is ninth, and Rich Roy rounds out the top 10.
Hey, look, though, Gerber missed one. Or not, don't, fuck! Tex Gwaltney.
Well, I wanted to make my original observation before things got fun. I just noticed the car that Bigsby Foot driving technically is not the 14, it's the minus 14. There's a negative number, and that is a negative number.
Yes, it is.
I knew the FARC officials were lenient with the number policy, but
Oh, shoot.
yeah, you were muted, Siege.
I meant to wave the, I meant to wave the 84 around, but now I've given Bigsby Foot a free lap. Some masterful race direction on display here.
Honestly, FARC Race Control waving the wrong car would be perfectly on brand. For the series, I mean.
And for the car that got waved around.
Yeah, I just think that's funny. I'm not. Yeah. See, I'm just imagining like FARC Race Control getting over the radio as being like, so and so, you have to go around the field, but saying the wrong car number, and then the car in question goes like, nope, can't hear you, and goes around anyway. Like FARC Race Control misspoke over the radio.
All right, let's try something. I do apologize.
You're good.
You are all good.
You are all good. You are not the Vancouver Canucks. It's okay. He ain't gonna watch the stream anyway. So I'm safe.
Okay, I'm gonna send everybody in between Bigsby Foot and Chris Johans to the back. And then lap plus the 150.
Hello, Squidward.
Hey, sorry, I just really needed a break. My mental emotional health hasn't been all that great lately.
You're good.
It's all good. Welcome back.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. My train of thought just derailed.
Choo choo.
Yep.
Right in, right off the track.
Wait a minute. The way I'm doing this, I'm inverting everybody. Oops.
FARC officials decide to make things more exciting by inverting the field.
If FARC officials don't FARC officials not knowing what they're doing or sending their B team.
Quick question.
Any such cases. Anyway, what's up, Nikki?
Can you just can you pause the game and in the middle of a race session and just do all the wave arounds that way?
No, it has to be done live.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because that's how the mod works, I think.
That's how the game works, yeah.
Ah.
I know what you meant. I think you can hit unpause and then really quickly pause it again and then type the next one in and then hit unpause to hit enter.
Yeah.
Like you can do that.
That's how I do it. You hit
It's
pause
annoying,
break,
but you can
type
do
what
it.
you need. That's why, for example, that's why the NAC format has every car a lap down on short tracks receive 1 lap back. It's because I can just do that. I just hit pause break, type that shit, and then pause it when I have to wave them around or give them a lap back.
All right. We're not doing this anymore. Snake, I'm sorry, but Mr. Foot is gonna be in an okay position. He's gonna be just outside the top 10 on on this restart. I'm just gonna lap minus in when we go back to green.
Sounds like Bigsby needs to put his foot up someone's.
Well, he'll have to find me first.
You start hearing a banging at your door all of a sudden, like, uh-oh.
God damn it.
Back.
I thought my mic.
Here's Big V.
We can just pass this off as a very extended caution to clean up that massive wreck.
I was gonna say, like, and not unrealistic either, because you know we have how many cautions these days take like 15 laps for no reason.
Oh my gosh, is that a hot dog wrapper? Extend the caution.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, 1 lap to green.
Woo. I guess the launch cars couldn't make up their mind what manufacturer they wanted to use.
No, they're not on the same team. It's like how Red Bull is with its junior drivers in F2, F3, etc. They'll put them in a team. They don't really care about anything. They're about anything else. Granted, there's not really manufacturer differences there, but that's not being on different teams is not an issue for them.
Yeah, so it's more like a development team in a sense. It doesn't matter which car team you drive; you're still under the same
It's like
team banner.
Yeah, it's like, and when Jared says team, it's like the Launch Energy, in this case, be the Launch Energy team as a whole. Sorry, point and laugh at the fucking Bush race right now.
Oh my god, I need to see what's going on.
Austin Hill ate shit.
Lamau.
I kind of see this launch deal as like some big marketing blitz across multiple teams, bringing in drivers of all sorts of experience levels.
Well, no, it is. It's exactly what it is. It's how that's how Red Bull operates. You just want to get guys into the main into the big time. You don't necessarily care what teams they're in, and in to get there. They don't have to go all through your exact affiliates, like the exact like one specific team. They just need to get up there and need to get time. So they could be on like teams that are directly like antagonistic towards each other, and they don't really care. That's not the point.
Yeah, Hill's done. He's
weird question. Cooper, weird question. Leonard Roderick find it beneath him to be in a FARC race with a launch car? With a
Probably. He would probably show up to a test day though. Like if they want, like if like being at a test day is not out of the question for him though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another caution! What a surprise!
I saw some cars go up into the wall. Echo River and Ashton Thatcher look like they're done.
Cry me a river.
Oh, and Penn Harrington as well to 55.
He's just a trouble magnet today, ain't he?
It's gonna be the end of that.
I mean, considering Harrington, old Dolly Gerber, I do not want to listen to your thing about Legionnaire's disease, and he's been down to cost that wreck off of 2.
Yeah.
I saw a wreck going into 3 between the 1 and the 81.
I am really not used to Bakerman driving that purple car. I'm used to her driving the green car.
That was because of Austin. Andros Baumgartner got into the side of the 81.
Yeah.
Uncle Andros, no.
Yeah, that he just Larsoned him up into the
Joshua Pacer.
Into Pacer. No chance. Absolutely no chance.
I'm sorry. Sometimes a guy just has a lot of talent, and a little bit of the talent leaks out through the left side of the brain. It's normal. It is completely usual. Do not be mad at him.
Well, looks like Team Boss Vitaly's been involved in another one, and we are eliminating cars very quickly.
Yeah, we're about almost half the field's going to be depleted by the end of this race. If things keep going the way they are.
As they say, everything's bigger in Texas, and including the screw ups.
Yeah.
The good news is that Bigsby Foot is now scored correctly once again. And he's ended up back in his original position, so really we haven't screwed him too much. Logan Snyder leading the way, Bigsby Foot second, Chris Johans back to third, Tex Gwaltney fourth, and Ali Riggs rounding out the top 5 right now.
Well, to be fair, we haven't had Room of Doom yet.
Roberto Crown Jr. gets the lucky dog.
I'm surprised that there isn't a certain dog food sponsor as a FARC sponsor from GTA 3. And they should also sponsor the Lucky Dog. Although they may get you demonetized.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one that begins with a B and ends in an N?
Yes.
Okay,
I did recreate that logo, and I would like to point out, I've been on YouTube for 20 years. I've never been monetized, never will be.
Bitches! I might as well just say the word then.
Buddy, I've been on YouTube since before the word monetization was invented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what drives me nuts is that people have to use alternate words, and they can't curse within 30 seconds of a video starting or some bullcrap like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Back in my day when you're on YouTube, you could talk like an adult.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the AI flags you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Andros Baumgartner, we haven't talked about him much. He is in a third Farley Enterprises car. He filled in for Elmer Farley himself at Provo in 0. This is the exact car he was driving, just with a 1 slapped on it. And I understand they'll be bringing out the 10 car a little more often. Daniel Lecklighter, in a partnership with Team Thunder, might get a few shots in the Farley number 10. That team, I would like to point out, does run Tonairs.
And if anything, Lecklighter is a Tenere driver.
They run toenails, got it.
Yeah, I was about to say. Cue the clipping a toenail jokes.
Yep.
We may have to clip them if they start stinking up the show. Zane Hayes does lead the National Series standings.
Oh dear lord, I just thought of something. A toenail should be sponsored by a toenail fungus medication.
Yes. Honestly.
Or, and have that purple foot from Courage the Cowardly Dog, or that sick foot it Eustace had? Have that as the mascot or some variation of it.
We've got 23 of the 40 starters still running. Vitaly Solikov, track owner, is the latest casualty. He will not be following up on his upset 5th place finish today.
I own track. Why not rig race? I know it's already after April Fool's Day, but it would have been really funny if you'd released a April Fool's video with Charlie replaced by a robot or an AI.
That's just ours. Next question.
See, I thought about an April Fool's video of some kind, but of a different nature. Green flag is back out. Bigsby Foot has come to life in search of his second victory of the year. Maybe running on a little bit of spite towards race control, which I understand.
Whoa, calm down.
Here's Michael Chester up to 9th.
That's his best run for Chester. I'm pretty sure his whole career. He's been a bit hit or miss, but finally he's having the run he needs.
Yeah, he's having a good run. Tex Gwaltney's having a good run. And Isabel Zabel has just broken into the top 10. And she's really on the move. Allie Riggs, also on the move, going for the lead in search of her first win since, I believe, 2013. Chris Johans, the 150, lurking back in 4th. Just recently set a FARC record. The most accidents one driver has been involved in a single lap back at LA. Isabel Zabel's just gotten by Rich Roy to enter the top 5.
That is a very pretty car.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Caden Kennedy will be the first one to go another lap down very shortly, running 5 seconds off the pace. Isabel Zabel just put down her fastest lap.
Seven key unlocked.
But again, her car owner, Truman Ellison, not in attendance here at Texas to see this run. He is at Talladega. He'll be competing in that race for the National Series. Talladega, I was talking about this earlier before getting interrupted by a wreck, but Talladega coming up shortly is very special for Truman Ellison. He got his first win there in a fuel mileage race, and that win has really helped him stick around and build the team that he has now. They are descending on Caden Kennedy very rapidly. Logan Snyder goes to the lead as the 14 gets held up by the 58. And that's Isabel Zabel going for second.
Rolling roadblock.
Logan Snyder and Isabel Zabel going for their first victories in the FARC Low Dollar Series and trying to hold off a whole lot of experience to do it. Joshua Pacer coming up next. That crippled 20 car. Still holding down the 20th position, though.
20 for 20.
Fuel system issues being reported on the 53 of Wallace Turner from the 7th spot.
Oh no, like why are they having reliability issues? Oh no.
Rink.
And unfortunately for Tex Squeltney, he has fallen out of the top 10, but he's still keeping that car clean. And oh, we got a crash up ahead. Logan Snyder off the pace in the 0-2.
Well,
do we even have a caution?
No.
I guess not.
No caution, keep going.
Oh, Allie Riggs also in trouble. I wonder if that's related.
Ali is probably cursing over the radio. This is fucking bullshit.
Allie Riggs led that last time by. We're taking a look at what happened. Oh, they're coming up on the lapped cars. And Logan Snyder just took her out.
Oh.
That
yeah.
was dirty as shit.
That wasn't. That's not nice.
That was rude.
Yeah, I don't think Ali wouldn't mind paying him a visit after the race. For a private chat in his trailer.
Mm-hmm.
This has put Isabel Zabel in the lead.
Who owns that driver?
That is one of Gabe's entries.
Neat.
Oh, Bigsby Foot putting the pressure on.
Foot trying to freeze Isabel out of a win.
Oh, little bit of contact.
Boy, they came up on Jesse Cruz real quick. Here comes Chris Johans.
Justin, this is not a cruise, it's a race. Speed up.
Yes, Jesse Cruz Jr., unfortunately, driving for Walker Texas Racing and having a little difficulty at getting himself acclimated to these cars, as Chris Johans powers around the outside of Bigsby Foot through turn 2. Ooh.
Whoa, that was sketchy.
Yeah.
And Rich Roy, all of a sudden, is in second.
But Chris Johans, the two-time FARC champion, spent several years in the Master Cup Series, but now coming down and running on a part-time basis as he focuses on his ownership duties at Impulse Racing. Nine laps to go for... Now it is Bigsby Foot at the front of the field. Just these 4 cars battling for this win. The next car, Logan Snyder, is 10 seconds back.
The only way fifth on back could relatively have a shot to win this race is if a caution comes out and bunches up the field for a shootout.
Green, white, checkered.
We almost got that, but the flaggers weren't paying attention when Snyder and Riggs got together.
Clearly, a certain track owner is in their ear.
For what benefit? He's out.
Maybe he's got money on a certain driver.
Ah, there you go.
Isabella Zabel up to second place. I think we might have a sleeper pick coming.
Yeah, she had a very quiet start to the race. Qualified and started in the midfield. Was running there in this first part, but they've made that car better and better. A lot of the fast cars getting taken out did initially benefit her, but now she's keeping pace with the fast cars that remain.
This might turn out to be a 3-car fight for the win here, unless Rich Roy can catch up. But as of right now, I think the top 3 are the ones going to be fighting out for this win.
Coming around, it will be 5 laps to go as the leaders get by Bobby Dwyer once again, and the now wrecked car of Allie Riggs. Allie Riggs staying out there for the points. She is second to Zachary Zins, but Zins is poking his nose in the top 10. He is up to 9th. Another driver that all his big wrecks have really benefited.
More to go.
Zins is probably under the impression that his car has been shielded.
Lead. Here comes Zabel and Johans.
We've really thinned out the field in this race, but those who are remaining are giving us a show.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Isabel Zabel, the rookie, trying to topple the 2 veterans of the sport. Oh, that 14 car maybe starting to go away. He is having trouble holding his line, and now he gets held up by the 58. That may be it for Bigsby Foot.
Yeah, that might be game.
Press F.
No question. No, it's going to be a battle between Zabel and Johans coming to 2 laps to go.
He's got to run through the corner.
I think it's been since 2010 that was Chris Johans' last win in any FARC series. So,
and the team that he co-owns with Allie Riggs is searching for their first victory. Impulse Racing. His teammate
White
Carrie
flag.
Fenton going a lap down, but she's playing nice and staying out of the way. Tex Gwaltney under threat of going a lap down now.
Off in two. Oh, here comes the lap traffic. That's going to hurt the 03. Here goes Johans to the inside.
Yep, here he comes.
Chris Johans returns 3 and 4.
Johans.
He's going to do it.
Little trouble with the 20 off the final corner, but Chris Johans brings it home for Impulse Racing's very first FARC Low Dollar Series victory.
Lap cars was the main factor in that one, and Chris Johans' first win in FARC since Decatur of 2010.
12 years, 12 long years.
Partying like it's 2008.
And this is, I think, the first win for Launch Energy since the Alert days in Master Cup.
Launch Energy recruiting Chris Johans for their campaign, their onslaught, their armada, and it pays off big time. They've also got Noah Dalitz up in the top 10, 7th place. So Isabel Zabel tried so hard, got so far, but has to settle for second. Bigsby Foot got boxed out of that party. He settles for third. Rich Roy fourth. Logan Snyder, after dumping the hell out of Allie Riggs, manages a top 5 finish. MJ Bakerman 6th. Again, Noah Dalitz up in 7th. Deb Klinger 8th. Zachary Zins 9th. I think that's going to help him maintain the points lead. And Michael Chester rounding out the top 10. Roberto Crown Jr. in 11th. Got that lucky dog. Put it to good use. He finishes just outside the top 10 in his first race for the family team this season. The last car on the lead lap.
A couple of notables I'm looking at. Andres Baumgartner with a top 20 finish, and Bobby Dwyer comes home 22nd.
Room of Doom. Room of Doom.
Yes, that will be coming up very shortly. But a triumphant return to victory lane for Chris Johans. Again, it is the very first win for Impulse Racing as an organization. Chris Johans and Allie Riggs started up this team based on the West Coast. Sister team to M&J Racing, you could call it. Gonna get the results imported into RPM, and Room of Doom will be next.
So, how has everyone been?
Pretty good. I am currently enjoying my first Saturday fully off in quite some time.
Very nice. Zing going to be turning babies into Jack Jacks?
I think I think they'll be closer to heart attacks, but yeah. All right, it is time for Room of Doom. Oop. All right, we're going to break down our top 10 finishers. First up, Michael Chester, P10, first with the D20 roll. It is a 5. Michael Chester passes. Next up in the tech line, points leader, Zachary Zins. It is a 2. Zachary Zins narrowly avoiding the wrath of the officials. Next up, it is Deb Klinger in P8. Deb Klinger passes tech. 7th place, Noah Dalitz is up next. And Noah Dalitz passes. Finally, MJ Bakerman, P6, our last roll before we break out the D10. MJ Bakerman passes tech.
Woot.
Now, our 5th place finisher, Logan Snyder, first roll on the D10. And Logan Snyder passes tech, keeps his ill-gotten 5th place finish. 4th place, Rich Roy is up next. And Rich Roy passes. Bigsby Foot contended for the win, but got boxed out by lapped cars. Let's see what the D10 has to say for him. Bigsby Foot passes. Now it is D8 time for our top 2 finishers. Isabel Zabel is up next. Uh-oh. That pace for the 03 might have been a little too good to be true. Let's see what the penalty roll has to say. It is a 10-point penalty, so I guess they just found some missing lug nuts. All right, I got the penalty in the record book, and now your winner, Chris Johans, is up next. And Chris Johans passes tech, keeps the win and the points, even though those don't really matter. He's part-time. But Chris Johans' return to victory lane is official. Thank you all for joining me. I'd say that was a good show, despite the technical difficulties and the skill issues from race control that we saw, and the skill issues from certain members of the rest of the field. So we're gonna take a short break, then around between 7:45 and 8 o'clock Central Time, in about let's call it 20 minutes, we will go live for the National Series at Talladega.
That sounds exciting.
Oh, I bet it will be. Exciting in all sorts of ways. So I will see you then.